house being built, something flash. Right, you able to check if we're live on Facebook and you?
We should be live now, yes.
Yeah, okay, so hopefully we're live. Right, good afternoon or morning or evening or whatever you're watching this. So welcome to the Property Professionals. Why am I not being shown? What have I done wrong? Okay, hopefully you're seeing me. So this is a weekly show. Thursdays, 5 to 6. Forgot what time we're doing yet, right? So
you can put it to speaker view.
I thought I did, but there you go. Right. So weekly Thursday show, and you wouldn't believe I've had 18 months of working this tech and I still can't get it right. Okay. We're the Property Professionals show every Thursday discussing property stuff. Got some really good professionals. And I'm sure you guys remember we had this gentleman called Akhil Mir. He was, look, just between me and you, he was so good, I got him back. But don't tell him that because he want a pay rise, all right? So just don't tell him that. We got him to do a little market scan and give us an update on the market. So, by the way, for God's sake, don't say he's really good. I've had a lot of good feedback from the show. Akhil, you didn't hear that bit. And luckily for you, I'm going to even put the 50p's in the meter so you can do a slide share. I might not be able to press the right button. If you could please, we were okay with your presentation last week. We thought we'd give you another go and give you another try at that and see what you like at doing the market. So off you go, sir, and see if you can share the slides. 2-in-1 piece for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Dil. Thanks for having me again on your show. I think we had quite a large amount of people watching the show last week and lots of feedback and lots of questions. So, that's what we're here for. We don't know all the answers, but we'll do our best to answer all your mortgage and property questions. So before I start the short presentation, if anybody does have any questions, feel free to drop me an email at info@ourmortgagebroker.co.uk. By my name, you should be able to see the company website, which is ourmortgagebroker.co.uk. So any questions, put them in the questions box and Dil will pick them up either with me on the live call or you can contact me directly. So just quickly about myself, we are an independent mortgage and protection brokerage. Short presentation, if anybody. So we specialize in all types of mortgages, whether you're a first-time buyer, a portfolio landlord, commercial investor, and everything else in between, including bridging and development finance as well. So that's the company in a nutshell. We are independent. We are directly authorized by the FCA, and there's our contact details. So feel free to take a picture or note the contact details down. So we're going to give a quick snapshot. Dil, can you see that second screen there?
I can, but you haven't put it in slide mode. We're going to have to send you for extra training, mate. Come on.
How about now?
There you go. You just needed a little push, didn't you? We all need that sometimes.
Thanks, time. It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So just to recap, there's my contact details, ladies and gents. If you need to take the contact details down, do so. Take a picture or jot the details down. Name, telephone, and email address and website address is there. So here we go. So just quickly, we're going to be on this weekly call or this weekly live with Dil and Surinder and co each and every Thursday at various times each and every week. And what we want to do is provide information to you that's valid in today's market. So we don't want to just provide any old information. We want to provide important information about the UK trends, where the mortgage rates are, any updates from the UK market that I can share with you. And again, this is all about you as investors or homeowners or seasoned investors that want to grow their portfolios, in particular the buy-to-let space. So today I'm just going to give you a quick few minutes rundown on an update. And I think it's vital for all buy-to-let landlords, either in the market now or going to be entering it. So the first thing is the EPC, which is the Energy Performance Certificate. Currently, you're able to get a buy-to-let mortgage if you have an EPC rating between A and E. Anything below E, so F, G, H onwards, you cannot get a buy-to-let mortgage for because it does not fit with the current legislation in England and Wales. But there's further more information. From 2025, all new tenancies have to have a minimum EPC rating of C or above. So if you own buy-to-let properties And you can check your rating by quickly checking on the EPC register, quick Google search, and you'll be able to find it. Type in the postcode, find your property number, door number, and so on. You'll be able to find out what the EPC rating is. If you haven't got one, please source a EPC specialist and they'll be able to do one for you. So at the moment, it's E to A, but from 2025, all new tenancies must be a C to an A. So ABC only from 2025 for new tenancies. For any existing tenancy agreements that you've got in place, you have up to 2028 to bring the rating from an from a D or E to a C, B, or A. So in short, ABC from 2025 is the aim. If you've got existing tenants in situ, you've got until 2028 to bring the EPC rating down from a, for example, D or E down to a C, B, or A. So it sounds like we're a million miles away from 2025 and 2028, but you know, as I say, it's January today, it's February, and it's December the next day following that. So time does fly. So, you know, bear that in mind, because otherwise you won't get a mortgage in the buy-to-let space. So everyone wants to know what the rates are. Everyone wants low rates. Everyone wants to borrow money. And it is a buzz thing at the moment, which is really, really good for our space that as we are independent mortgage brokers. Now, what I would say is there are various rates on the market for various types of applicants, securities, loan to values, and depending on your credit profile. So the information I've put here is just it's what I would say is giving you an indication of what the rates in terms would look like if we lived in a glamorous place and you ticked all the lenders' boxes. So don't take the rates here I give you for verbatim, but there are a very good indication of what you could be expected to pay for certain rates. So the first one here is the buy-to-let mortgage rates in a limited company space. A lot of clients now are investing in the limited company space because of Section 24 that came about in 2016, and where you're only now allowed to offset 0% of your mortgage interest costs as of 2021. However, if you are investing in a limited company space, you can offset up to 100% of the mortgage interest rate costs, subject to terms and conditions and so on. We're no tax advisors here at our mortgage broker, but we will always give our clients two options, and that's a limited company rate option as well as a personal name. For more information, speak to a reputable property tax expert for information about limited company rates. But to give you an indication, there are around 40 odd buy-to-let lenders in the UK market space, of which 20 odd now lend in a limited company capacity. So it goes to show that's growing over the last few years because of the trends and the demand for limited company buy-to-lets. So rates start in a limited company space for a 5-year fixed at 2.95. Only about 6 months ago, that was about 3.5%, to be honest. The rates have come down in the limited company arena for a 5-year fixed. And that's borrowing at 75% of the loan to value. Plus you've got other fees. Other fees mean stamp duty, valuation, legal fees, and lender arrangement fees, which we can talk about if and when you contact our mortgage broker. The next bit down there is personal name rates in a limited company, in a buy-to-let space. So there is a huge difference. I say huge. The difference between personal name rates and limited company rates are becoming more and more squeezed. So in this example, this is 1.64 compared to 2.95, which is roughly, give or take 40% less. So in a personal name capacity, you can get rates from 1.64% on, again, a 5-year fixed basis at 75% loan to value plus other fees. So that's just giving you a snapshot of what the rates and fees look like in a limited company space as well as a personal name space. For those of you that are looking for new home mortgages, so you're moving home, you're buying your first home, or you're looking to remortgage, I'm giving you two examples here. One is a 90% loan to value mortgage, and those rates start from 1.74 for a 2-year fixed, and as I said, up to 90% loan to value plus other fees. If you're borrowing at 60% loan to value, again, first-time buyers, home movers, or remortgagers, rates start from 0.89. And in my lifetime, I didn't think we'll ever see rates below 1%. For those of you that can remember, dear, I'm not sure if you're old enough, but In the 80s, rates were about 16% from memory. Now you've got rates starting at under 1%. So that's phenomenal.
In the 80s, I was still wearing short trousers. Just you believe that, you believe it. It's a good job for not financial advice.
That's it. So rates are phenomenally low at the moment. So we've got the Bank of England base rate at 0.1. Lending rates, i.e. mortgage rates, are very, very competitive. They are, in our view, very, very low compared to historic rates. It is certainly a buyer's market. It's certainly a borrower's market. It's just understanding your needs and demands today and where you want to go tomorrow. And that's what we do as independent brokers is we're like Cilla Black. You know, we matchmake our clients with the relevant lenders. And we're here to build relationships with our clients, not just do it on a transactional basis. So if you are looking to move home, buy your first home, or looking to enter or remortgage a buy-to-let property, please do contact us. We're independent, we're directly authorized, and we've got access to the entire market. And we're here to be an added resource to you and work with you to find the most suitable solution, I should say.
Akhil, 2 questions for you.
Please.
The most important one is people want to know who the hell is Cilla Black, but anyway, that's shame.
Yeah, she was in the 80s and 90s, wasn't she? She was lovely.
Yeah. I believe, has she passed away or is it her husband? I can't remember. So I can't remember that.
One for Google. It's one for Google.
Yeah. Sorry?
That's one for Google.
There's one for Google. And by the way, she before the swipe right and the left started, she was like a dating program. But anyway, we're not going to go into the 80s trivia. Akhil, thank you very much. And the second thing, look, thank you for doing the slides and putting those up. The one thing that's most interesting is this EPC ticking time bomb that's going on in the rental market. Not only is it in residential, it's also in commercial. So if you can share that reminder every week with us with the rates update, we'd be grateful because we want to bring value to the people watching this.
No, my pleasure. I'll certainly do so. If there's any questions, feel free to reach, feel free to shout them out. Or if any of your viewers have got any questions, drop me an email, drop me a line, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, no, thank you for highlighting that. Keep that highlighted every week. We need to keep drumming it in. That's a piece of, listen, I told you he was good, but don't tell him that, right? Don't send him an email saying, well done, Akhil, you're good. We want to keep him on his toes, yeah? So thank you for that EPC heads up. Keep that coming. And I love the way you've done your slides so we can see the figures. And it was interesting how, as a main residence, if you're borrowing difference between, was it 80% and 60%?
60 and 90 in that example.
60 and 90, you're almost halving the rates. And so if someone's had their property for a while and it's gone up, and now obviously the buy to let, the loan to value comes down as your property goes up. So it might be worth having a check and getting excited by, that's a ridiculous rate. I do remember rates when they were really high. Akhil, thank you for your time.
And my pleasure.
Thank you for sharing that really great information. Feel free to stay the rest of the show. I know you've got to go and make some calls and get some money from somewhere.
I'll be here for a couple of minutes, then I'll drop off.
Good man. Right. So we've got a little bit of a packed show today. Actually, we've always got a packed show every week. Right, next guest on our lineup. We've got a little bit of a lineup today. Nishit Khandelkar. He is the man that makes tech happen, right? That's all I'm going to say. He's one of our tech. He's the guy who drives the tech team, and we've got a lot of stuff planned for the next few weeks and months. Nishit, as you're probably, I'm not sure who's my favorite at the moment, Akhil or Nishit. So I'm gonna not make I won't do a Bruce Forsyth here. You're all my favorites. You're such a good chap. I'm gonna put the 50p in the meter for you as well to share your slide. So
superb.
Right.
Thanks,
over
Bill.
to you.
Wonderful. It's great to be here as always. Today I've got a little presentation for you based around the power of video marketing. So recent statistics show that about 80% of the web content that will be consumed in the next year or so will be via video. People's attention spans are so small, they don't want to read stuff. They rather have a video and be done with it. And so video is the way forward. But then, it can be complex. People don't want to be on camera. and they don't know what to write or what to say or how to structure the video for the best results. And this is where I'm going to share a few things with you, and hopefully that can make things easy. So I'm just going to share my screen and we'll get started with this presentation. And so we're looking at video marketing in 2021. And so I'm going to showcase Animatize. And this is what can help you to basically stand apart from your competition. So it's a way for you to bring into, a new medium, the way you imagine you can inspire people to take action. So video animation is one of the things that is complex, but we can be doing it in a more engaging, simple, and meaningful way. And usually we recommend the videos be less than 2 minutes because, like I said, attention spans are dropping. And so the thing you need is you need something that's going to stand out in the market and look really slick and professional. So that's where you need an animation professional who can put, what you have in your mind down onto paper, so to say, to make a concept out of your idea, and then grab the attention of your target audience and connect with them emotionally and make them be able to take the action to go and use your brand or your product or your service. So that's the whole idea. It's a little bit like copywriting, but rather than just words alone, you're looking at graphics, text, sound. There's so many elements on a video. And that will allow you to basically bring your brand to life and stand apart from your competition. Because I can guarantee you, unless you're in a very highly competitive niche, a lot of your competitors will not be doing this. It's just not in their radar at the moment. And as you can see, one of the reasons why you want to look at this is because they generate a lot more likes and shares videos than just a still image or text. And people spend way more time on a post that contains a video. So I think it's about working smarter, not working necessarily harder. And so what happens is you need somebody who will work side by side with you to understand what your goals are, to create those eye-catching videos and connect with your audience. So what we are looking at the end of the day is increased number of leads, which should lead to an improved conversion rate and overall a better return on your investment. Now, how can you do it? So I'm going to show you 3 easy steps. So number 1, if you're ready to stand out from the crowd, what you need to do is catch the attention of your ideal clients and inspire them to be, in sync with your brand by using top-notch quality animated videos. So, like I said, our team of expert animators and illustrators can convert the message into a compelling animation. Basically, you want something that's going to connect with your audience and then wow them and inspire them to take action, which is to contact you, book a meeting, buy your product, whatever you need. Step 2, if you're ready to get results, is very simple. Because these videos are guaranteed to generate more inquiries and leads and improve your return on investment, we are known for delivering videos that have even double the outcomes of the marketing campaigns that the clients had traditionally. So it's quite noisy out there. Lots of people doing lots of things, especially now with the mobile devices becoming so powerful. You can create a lot of content with your phone, go live, post videos, do 360s, do so many things. And it's those little things that can help you generate some attention from people in your space. And then step 3 is connect with us, and we will work closely with you to bring a highly engaging, entertaining, and inspiring animated video that'll attract your dream clients to you. So you have our contact details there, but now we get into the meat of it. So what are the different kinds of videos you can get? So there's whiteboard animation. So this is basically something that looks like a whiteboard or chalkboard. And I'll show you an example next of how it works.
Do you want to generate more leads? Increase your sales online. Imagine if you could skyrocket your business digitally and increase engagement with prospective clients on social media and website. Then we have news for you. You can boost your sales and engagement with animated explainer videos. Research has proven that videos increase click-through rates. People spend 88% more time on a post that contains a video. Animated videos generate 1,200% more likes and shares than images and texts. Animated videos are more cost-effective than traditional advertising. Let us use our expertise to help you skyrocket your online business through animated explainer videos. Don't waste time. Discuss your project with our experts and animatize your content. Contact us. Email.
Yep. So that was an example of how you can do an explainer video. Can work for any kind of business, and it's a great tool to use if you don't want to be face to camera. Then the next one is called 2D animation, and basically it helps businesses of any type with creating a piece of content that represents your business in the best light. Let me show you an example.
Do you have a business, website, an app, or any idea that you want to show others? Do you want to catch the attention of your prospects? If so, you could need an animated video like this. We can help you to create a modern animation for your business that works and will help you reach thousands of visitors and convert them into clients. The present and the future of marketing comes in the form of video, and the first 7 seconds are the most important. You attract the attention of the visitors and finally increase your sales. Our service includes perfect whiteboard, 2D and 3D animations, professional voiceover. With us, customer satisfaction is our priority. Don't waste time. Click the link below to discuss your project with our experts and animatize your content.
Fabulous. Then we come to 3D, and these are actually custom made. So this is a proper 3D animation video that has got custom illustration and animation done by our team. And this is one of the high-end services that we offer as well. And so we've looked at whiteboard, we've looked at explainer videos, we looked at 2D, 3D. What else can we do? So here's another example. So that was an example of another explainer. We also have another set, which is logo animations, intros, outros, etc. And that basically helps you elevate your branding, because I'm pretty sure your typical local business competitor won't be doing it. So this is an example of one, how nice that looks, and it'll help you stand out if this is at the front of a video you're doing or at the end of the video, and it helps you have a hook on your customers. Here's another example, which was from a company that does promotional gifts. So that's another interesting one. So when it comes to the video, there are certain things you need to consider. So obviously, number one is the style of the video. So is it 2D, 3D? Are you doing explainer? Are you doing face to camera? Are you doing a review video? What kind of video are you doing? What kind of style are you going to need? Then what's the storyboard? So it helps to make sure that you got a structure to your video. That is what is used by the team of animators to sort of create the slides and the scenes. Then you're looking at graphics. Do you need custom graphics? Can you get stock graphics? Do you need whatever you need? That needs to be thought about. And then we're looking at animation as well. And then we're looking at editing to make sure that it is delivered in a prompt manner and in a concise manner so that we know it's below 2 minutes. And then we've got the voiceover. So a professional voiceover can help improve your conversions. After the actual video itself, the next most important quality about a video is the audio. So a professional voiceover will help convince and convert people to take action. And then frequently you'll see a lot of people need transcriptions. So you can put a transcription on your website to go along with the video. And then subtitles is another interesting one because a lot of people watch the video with volume off. So, they may be in an office environment or something and they're scrolling through and they don't want the voice sort of disturbing their colleagues. So they watch the subtitles. And so that's something that needs to be considered. And then, of course, licensing the assets. So do you need to take any photos, videos, graphics? You need to buy anything? You need to figure that out so you can factor in the media usage and the licensing. So the thing that is different about Animatize is this. We will help consult with you, show you what is the best type of video style you need for your particular use case. We will create the storyboard, we'll provide the graphics, do the animations, do the editing, provide the voiceovers, do the transcriptions, do the subtitles where needed. And we'll use licensed content where we can provide it. So that's where we stand apart. So it's like a done for you service like no other. And so what I'd like to encourage you all to do is simply either connect with us on info@animatize.com, or you can scan that QR code. It'll send you to our contact details, and we'll be happy to have a quick chat and see what's best in terms of the world of video. And I am done now, Dil. I'm open for any questions.
Thank you, Nishit. That was really interesting. I've got a couple of questions for you. You say the attention spans are short and it's down to about 7 seconds. That's a super interesting thing. And any idea where that sort of comes from?
Yeah, well, you see, everybody's got this device with them. And in this, we're all used to scrolling.
Yeah.
If I don't get my attention caught within the first couple of seconds, I will just scroll past because I don't have any investment into that video, right? So it's very easy for me to skip and just move ahead. But even on YouTube, it's the same thing. That forward button is very easy to click. And so if you don't catch my attention very quickly early on, then I will surely skip. So for example, I'll tell you one quick tip is when you start a video, tell people what the video is about, and then tell them how long it will be and what they expect to get out of it. Tell them at the start and then go into the whole thing. So you catch their attention early on, then they know, oh, hang on, okay, it's about this. It's only going to take 2 minutes. Okay, fine. And I'm going to learn this, so I'll hang on. So those are some of the things. There are lots of tricks you can do with video. It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, no, that's fascinating. I wish you told me this earlier when I was preparing the next presentation that I'm going to do for everyone. But great tips, actually. I think my presentation might be not as. I think we might have to have a presentation competition and all the viewers can vote. Okay, all right. Nishit, thank you for that. And just in case, Nishit's part of our tech team, and we've been doing. I'm gonna do some formal chat shortly, but really super guy. Contact him for your animation stuff. But if you want some other marketing help, he really does know his stuff. Don't let the mild manner sort of look fool you. I've put him to the test. He saved me thousands, and even more importantly, months and months of headaches. So. If you have other marketing questions, please contact him. Nishit, could you put your contact slide back up, please, if you don't mind?
Yep, I will do that shortly.
I'll put the extra 50p's in for you. And I know you do a whole range of marketing stuff.
Yeah. So one of the top tips I can give people for video is basically if you're able to repurpose your content, then that would be an awesome way to do things, because you already have content being made, say, for example, for YouTube.
Yep.
And then you can repurpose it and make sure that you can use the very same content for another platform, like, for example, TikTok. So have a way to snip out little bits and pieces.
Yep.
And from one piece of content, you can do multiple things. For example, you can strip out the audio, send it to a podcasting site, move it up to something like SoundCloud, for example, etc. So that piece of content, you can then transcribe it, have it as a blog post. So you got SEO content there for your website. There's many ways to sort of, use this thing, slice and dice.
No, and yes, fantastic. We're going to be coming to that bit shortly. So Nishit is working on the TPP strategy. This is what we've got coming in the future.
Just to say that, I am looking forward to something. So I started working on one YouTube channel about 4 years ago. There were just under 1 million views. So we hit a 8 million mark day before yesterday. But
Wow.
That's exciting. But we started when there were 12,500 subscribers. We are now 4,000 short of reaching 100K. And at that time, that's what I'm looking forward to, because at 100,000 subscribers, YouTube sends you what's called a silver play button.
So
It's like an award that they send you.
yeah, I can't wait for you to receive yours. I'm about, on my other channel, I'm about 100,000 short on that, roughly rounded up. So sorry, I've got a party wall channel, but that's a different conversation. But no, when you get that silver button, please share it with us. And so for audience members, Nishit works he's been working really diligently in the background, and I'll explain shortly why we haven't got 100,000 on our members just yet on this channel, but I'm sure we'll get those. Nishit, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. And I know you've got a meeting booked, so we had to drag you in earlier, and just wanted you to give a little introduction to yourself. I'm going to introduce what we've got planned for TPP next. So, please feel free to say, and I'm going to try and incorporate some of your tips that I've just learned into my presentation. So it's fabulous. Thank you for that. So, as you might have seen me, my name's Dil. I'm one of the hosts at TPP. I've also got Srinder with me, and I'm going to go share through what the plan for TPP in terms of YouTube going forward. So this is a very quick demo. I put it together very quickly, and it's not as good as Nishit's, but actually we might let you guys decide that. I'm going to see if I can get some biased votes in my favor. Right. So let me see if I can work out how to turn the. I think I've had too many carbs this afternoon. So what am I doing here? Slideshow. Right. Nothing's going on. Right. So if you.
I think you have to share your screen first.
Well, I have to try and get the slideshow working first, Brenda. So,
Where's your 50p's now?
You know what? I think you're probably right. I've run out of 50p's, and that's what's causing the problems. So let me just, hang on a minute. Look, I know what's going on. So if I do this and sorry, Surinder, talk for me for 1 minute. I could have fixed it.
Okay, what was this show? We were supposed to have Rima doing her pitch on mediation or litigation. Unfortunately, she has been held back and couldn't make it. So we have postponed that to next week. So while Dil does that, we now know that Rima will be appearing next week.
Fantastic. So Rima was our book guest, and we thought it is quite an apt moment for us to share with all the YouTube audience that are on here why we're here, what we're doing, and all those sort of questions. So I'm looking forward to having Rima's presentation next week. I found my 50p's, my stack of 50p's. It's all Akhil and Nishit's fault because I had to use them up for them. But let me do you. I'm going to share some a little bit of a presentation as to what we're doing on the YouTube channel. So let's get this started. So I'm going to press this button here, and I'll share later. Right. So I'm recording this little bit, and this is a quick introduction to the Property Professionals and our YouTube channel. So Property Professionals has been actually going for probably about just over 18 months. And you're going to have some questions, and it's the 3 questions everybody asks about everything. Yep. Question 1, who are you? Who is TPP? Question 2, notice I've missed out one. I even got fooled myself. Question 3, what do we do? And the most important question everybody should ask when they watch a presentation is, what's in it for me? So this is the most important question. To answer that, I'm going to have to do 1, 2, and 3 first. Even I'm getting confused. I thought this was a good idea, but we'll judge it when we finish, right? Okay. So who is TPP? Now, the Property Professionals, we set this organization up. Actually, we were working on it about 6 to 8 months prior to the lockdown. We had our first meeting, and then we had this magical event in 2020. And I think the phrase is unprecedented. It is a bit overused. We had one meeting and then we got all locked down. So, and at that point we thought, oh, okay, what are we going to do now? It's a bit boring sitting at home. And a very good friend of mine who's usually with us on these meetings is not here, the Maharaja, said, Dil, what are you doing? And at that point I was topping up my vitamin D. He said, come on the Zoom. So basically my understanding of Zoom only goes back, my experience only goes back 18 months. I knew it existed. I thought it was a bit like Skype. I had no idea how to use it or anything. So new to this stuff as you guys, most of you guys are. So who is TPP? TPP is quite simply the Property Professionals. We put this organization together to give out information and understanding and experience from property professionals within the property and construction industry to help the audience and avoid shared knowledge, experience, and the hard-earned lessons that we've all learned during substantial time in the industry in whatever profession we're in, and just to share it openly with our community, with people who will find it useful. Now, initially when we set this up, it was going to be face-to-face. We didn't think about YouTube, Facebook, or any of this. Actually, we had a little idea we were going to do some Facebook stuff, but that was it. Over the last 18 months, we've been very, very big on Facebook. So, and I know you're on YouTube. YouTube's my favorite. Srinder loves Facebook, and we're not going to start that argument up now. So we've been doing Facebook. We've had a lot of views on there, a lot of guests. We've got about 70 shows on there roughly. Now we're bringing it to YouTube because we've got a great format. Everybody finds it useful. So basically, the TPP is a set of professionals. It's a non-profit organization. We're just here to share knowledge, information, and help the audience in their journey on the property and construction space. So next question, what do we do? Yeah. And what do we do? Okay, sorry, just skipped ahead of myself. What do we do? So every Thursday, 5 to 6, we do a show. It's interview-based. We have presenters, slideshow. They can do slides, they can present stuff, they can come along, share their knowledge, their experience, and more importantly, their foresight and lessons that they're learning in their space. So as we had our guests earlier on, they're learning these lessons and we want to share it with you. So to help you in your property, construction journey and your business. Yeah, that's all it's about. We're just here to share knowledge, experience, and lessons. Now I can answer the important question, what's in it for me? Yeah. So if you're an audience viewer, we're going to bring you guests who are going to share the current developments in this property and construction space. So if you, and I keep forgetting we're on YouTube now. So if you could do the necessaries, like, share is the most important aspect of our channel. If you can share the content you find here, it's doubly useful. It's useful to the member who's presented it, to the professional, but more importantly, it's useful to your friends. So feel free to share all the content we've got, and we're gonna try and broaden our horizons and try and bring you more focused content as well. And secondly, but not least, if you're a property professional in this space, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to get your lessons, your knowledge, your insight that you'd like to share with people out there in terms of the lessons you've learned, the shortcuts, the hard take, you can save them. I was talking to this chap last night, and he said, look, he found it a bit strange going on Zoom, a bit uncomfortable. We're all, not all of us are great presenters like me. Sorry, a bit of self-boasting, but some of us can find it uncomfortable. And look, I did as well. Yeah, Surinder, yeah, you caught the joke, didn't you? Right. So look, don't worry. We're here. We're all friends. It's just me and three other guys watching. All we want to do is share the knowledge. And if you're a property professionals, contact Surinder. He'll give you the details how you can take part in this. And I'm hesitant to saying this. We've got some stuff going on in terms of the lockdown coming in and all this uncertainty. We just want you to share the lessons you've spent time learning, so your potential clients and general audience out there can benefit from that experience, as we've had presenters earlier on. So, and something Nishit said, and he reminded me, so I nicked this slide off and then I put it back in. And these are the greatest lessons I learned during this lockdown period, and I'd really like to share them with you. There's 3 digital currencies, and everyone focuses on the money. And going back to Nishit's point earlier, time is even more important. So this is one of the reasons we do this content. Not everybody can be there at that time for that physical meeting. Hence, we record and broadcast this information so you can share it with your friends and make use of it in your own time. And as our guest earlier said, even more important than time is attention. You need to capture their attention. And this is why we want this content to be useful to people. Yeah. And that's all we're here. That's our mission, basically. So without me rambling too much more, that's your 3 questions. What's in it for me? Who is TPP? And what do we do? Now that I've answered your questions, if you're a property professional and you like to come on our show, talk about your expertise, your lessons, and more importantly, the heartache you feel you can save people going on that journey. As you will see, this is a complex space. There's so many interactions with so many different professionals. You can't have too much information out there, and we try and keep it focused. So that's Surinder's email. Contact Surinder, because he does the hard work behind the show. I just show up and put the 50p's in the meter and crack a few bad jokes, actually, tell you the truth. But anyway, don't tell him that, otherwise I'll get fired and Nishit will be replacing me with his animation stuff. So talk of the devil. Let me introduce Surinder. Surinder is actually... He's the chap who makes all this stuff. Sorry, I've just stopped the recording. So Surinder's the chap who makes all this stuff run and work. And Surinder, over to you if you'd like to say a few words and your vision and how we're going to evolve this going forward.
Yes. Firstly, I can tell you that I'm not a great presenter like you claim to be.
It's all right. We can help you there. We can work on it.
Okay. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. The vision when we first formed this was to have monthly meetings, physical meetings. However, circumstances were not conducive for that, so we switched to the weekly, and we're going to continue with this. With the meetings, with the events or meetings or interviews, call it what you like. we have the professionals presenting their knowledge to the public, everybody else. And we are firstly a non-profit making organization. So in that sense that we are supplying the information virtually free to everybody. We do not charge for anybody to attend our meetings presently, or charge any presenters, or even ask them for any payback on that. So that's the basic philosophy we should work on, and what we will be going on to do for the professionals is to give them a bit more of material for their own promotion and everything else. Details of that we will release a bit later. So that's what it is, and it's for the public, for the general property profession people in the investors and developers and things. This is knowledge for them, and they can contact our experts for any questions they have or whatever. They can email them into our website or Facebook, anywhere, and we will answer them within 24 hours. So that's what it is for everybody. Over to you, Dale.
Great, Surinder. So thank you. I'm going to share your contact details. So if you're, I might be cutting these 50p's a bit short, but I think it's only taken me 2 years to be able to work this tech. And sometimes I can't even do that. So look, here's Surinder's email. Please send him an email. If you're a property professional, we'd love to hear from you. We've got a great bunch of guests being booked on. We're really building this community, and we really love the fact that people are out there sharing openly. And a lot of the times you'll see these amazing pieces of information. The earlier guests, pure example, Akil, super sharp mortgage broker, even brought attention to this, to everybody's view about this EPC bomb that's about to, people aren't say that, EPC ticking time issue that's going to hit everybody in the property space. And a lot of people aren't aware of this. We have Nishit, who helps us with the tech. We've got great plans for this channel. So look, if you're a property professional, contact us. We'd love to have you on the show and discuss whatever you want to discuss, whatever your field is. Obviously, you have to have some expertise, but hey, look, they let me on, they let anybody on. Okay. No, seriously, we do have a great bunch of professionals on there. They know their stuff, and you'll see it with all the shows. We just want you to share your knowledge and your experience. That's it. We'll provide the platform and the tech. And I go back to last year, I contacted someone, and this chap said, well, I don't know how to use Facebook. And I'm not sniggering, because I don't really know how to use it either, although I'm the one that's on it most out of most people. So look, all you need to be able to do is have some expertise in the property space, be able to use Zoom. We'll do the rest for you. Drop Surinder an email. We really want you to share your content, and we really look forward to bringing you some great shows. Surinder, we got Rima Chugg booked for next week. Is that right?
That's right. Yep, that's right. Yep. She's going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of mediation over litigation.
Yeah, so fantastic. And look, just between us two, we don't really like solicitors that much. There's too many problems with solicitors and law, and everybody getting themselves into trouble. We've had Rima on before. She's one of the good people. She favors mediation, which means, and I've heard barristers say this as well, you go to court, even when you win, you don't win. Time, effort, and energy. So I'm really looking forward to Rima coming back, teaching us some stuff about litigation and when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate, and about mediation. So, look, a bit of a short show this week. Please contact us if you're a property professional and you'd like to speak on your subject. I look forward to seeing everybody next week's show. Take care.
Great.
Have a good weekend, and try not to get cold out there. Right.
Thank you.
I got to work out how to press the right button now, Surinder. So I'm going to really concentrate.